Hi, I'm Lonnie.
I'm Amarylicious.
We're Untitled Nerd Network. This is the third episode of the Falcon and the Winter Soldier. It's called Power Broker. Spoilers, spoilers,
Spoiler alert! Spoiler
spoilers. I actually have Jubilee in my lap right now, so.
alert! I know, she's so cute. She's never on video.
No, she's never on video, but she's hanging out here. She's having a good time.
She is. She's having a moment to herself.
Yep. I think she's
Aw.
purring too.
Okay.
So I'm just going to go ahead and throw my little theory out here that Baron Zemo is the power broker.
You still think that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because all signs point to it. Now, they may throw us a curveball and it not be the case, but
Right.
they've already been like, oh, Baron Zemo's coming after, Baron Zemo's on, or not, the power broker's on their way, blah, 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 blah. And, like, Baron Zemo fits that description. Every bit of power broker description that they have,
It suits him.
yeah,
Right.
he
Okay.
very easily fits in, unless
Well, and he said he had ties to people outside of prison. So, like,
yeah,
that makes sense if he's the power broker,
they could always do some kind of crazy curveball and have either Sam or Bucky be the power broker. Oh, you didn't see that one coming, did you?
That's just
No,
dumb.
there ain't no way in the world they'd make them villains.
No.
The only other person I could think of that could be the power broker that would be like a crazy twist is Sharon.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. What if she really was the whole
She
time?
spent,
That's why she's so adamant about not going back to the States.
yeah.
It ain't because she will be going to jail. It's because she's got herself a little cozy deal going on.
Yeah.
Like,
you already know she can hold her own.
yeah, she took out pretty much every fucking bodyguard that was there.
Matter of fact, her being the power broker would be a pretty neat twist. I would like that more than if
Yeah, because
Zemo, because he's already a villain.
right.
So
It's like,
yeah,
oh,
okay.
But Sharon, that'd be a better twist.
She is a very solid runner-up for my theory. It's going to be one of those two. There's no reason it would be anybody else. So anyway, yeah, this episode was.
She said to stop
Okay.
petting her
I will not pet her
right
then.
now.
That was not pleasant at
No.
all.
She said, I just want a nap in your lap.
Yeah.
No pets allowed.
So anyway, God, I don't even want to touch her now. They go to Madripoor. Here's the thing, like it was probably nothing, but as
Sorry.
eagle-eyed as Marvel fans are,
Oh, God.
why did they have that freaking X-Men looking logo on that gate at the GRC?
Because
about
they
halfway?
know how Marvel fans are.
It's that there right
Like,
there was
they
the
do shit to just aggravate y'all.
that was the equivalent
Or
of
us.
having Evan Peters with super speed.
That wasn't the equivalent.
It was pretty close.
No, it fucking wasn't.
Because that sign looked just like the circle with the X
I
in
wouldn't
it.
think about all that.
And I'm just like, what, is the Xavier Institute in Madripoor now? Or wherever the hell they were at?
That's where they were at, weren't
No, that was...
No, they were next to it.
That was like Salt Haven or
Some shit.
Brookshire or whatever that place was that the super soldiers were at.
Ponybrook, I
The
don't know.
GRC. The Global Repatriation... Reconciliation Council.
Something like that.
Anyway,
Basically, it's, to help these people get their lives back, which it seems like they're not doing that, so...
that whole...
They're the real bad guys, I think.
Yeah, they're running around continuing to try to find the source for these. The big twist right at the very end was what was her name? Ayo. Anyway, she's the second in command of the all women Royal Guard in Black Panther. To begin with, I thought that she was the lady who plays Michonne, but they look very like hell. They could be sisters.
I don't know.
But yeah, and like I thought that was her, but it wasn't. But she pops up at the end to find Zemo.
Yeah.
Oh, it was so cool to see Baron Zemo in his mask.
Yes.
Like, that's how he appears 99% of the time in the comic book.
That was great.
And yeah, like that makes him very, very recognizable as like a villain.
I like how Bucky knew she was there. Because he always pays attention to detail.
Yeah.
And he saw that and he went and found her. He picked up the little balls. Kept going. He was like, I'll catch up with y'all later. I thought, where the fuck is he going? And that's where he went. I was like, how about that?
This is a fun little episode. It was neat to see the kind of the how they interacted between everybody. Sam, Bucky, and Zemo. Like they were actually a pretty neat little group. And I mean, you're constantly watching to see if
somebody backfires.
Yeah, if Zemo's gonna leave. And there were 2 or 3 times during the episode where it looked like he had jumped ship and abandoned everybody, but
he
no.
pulled up in that fucking car. I was like, here you go.
Yep. So I mean, there wasn't.
Still got John Walker and his buddy running around.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure this is all building up to like a big battle between the two. Like, John Walker's probably going to show... Like, they're probably going to be right on the verge of getting everything done. John Walker's going to show up, fight them, and going to fuck everything
it up.
up.
Because he wants the fucking credit.
Yep.
I mean, I saw that in this episode. He literally was just like... Practically gave up and was like, well, we're just going to follow them. There
was the scene in here where Walker lost his shit on that guy that spit on him.
Mm-hmm.
Was there ever a time where Steve Rogers lost his temper and beat the shit out of somebody? I feel like there may have been once.
I don't think so.
But I don't think so.
Like when I think about Steve Rogers, I don't ever see him getting mad about anything.
The only time...
I mean, he does his job as far as, like, getting the bad guys and stuff. But I couldn't see someone spitting on Steve and him beating the shit out of them.
Well, yeah. I know that.
That's the thing.
But...
Regardless.
Had anybody... I just... Some part of me... But I can't think of it right off the top of my head. Leave it in the comments. Check, like, had Steve Rogers, not the comic books. We're talking about straight up. Because I'll go ahead and tell you, go over 80 years of Captain America comics. I guarantee you're going to find that happen at least once.
Mm-hmm.
But it's just like, Batman has killed people with a gun before, but that's not... that's not an indication of his character.
Mm-hmm.
Like, there's been a lot of crazy stuff that's happened, 50, 60, 70 years ago. But in the MCU, through the movies, did Steve Rogers ever lash out at somebody and cause them physical harm in anger?
Yeah.
And I don't think it happened.
I don't think so either.
Like... Yeah, I mean, he was always... He never... Like, because that was unnecessary.
It was.
That was enough that, if you were, law enforcement, that would be a suspension.
Right.
He wasn't doing it in self-defense. He wasn't doing it to save...
It's like... don't really care for the guy anyway. But then that, and I was just like, okay, this guy's shit.
They're really trying to... paint him as now an antagonist, whereas before I could have been like, okay, I can kind of see where he's coming from, but no, he's becoming more and more bad guy material as we pass.
Yeah,
maybe not necessarily bad guy material, just deeply flawed.
Yeah,
undeserving of the title.
Right.
And
probably you could say that he's trying to find his place in it.
Yeah,
I've
already seen a lot of discussion online, and John Walker is what the government originally wanted in Captain America before the German doctor found him and decided, hey, we need a good person, not necessarily a strong person. Because remember, Tommy Lee Jones, the character he played in the original Captain America movie, he had that one big muscled up dude lined up that he was wanting to make Captain America, and they were like, no, I'm looking for something more, inside instead of physical attributes, and I think that guy would have turned out to be a Captain America, similar to
John Walker.
Yeah.
What do you give this episode? I think we've covered everything.
Yeah, I give this episode an 8, actually.
Really?
I was entertained by it, but this episode wasn't anything special.
Right.
If it weren't for like the big twist, the big Black Panther twist at the end, and Baron Zemo's mask, I just thought this was a mediocre episode that was brought up.
It was good, but it was like would have been the slow part of the movie.
Yeah, I could probably skip this episode in a rewatch.
Okay.
It's not like
I'm gonna give it a 9. I feel you.
Yeah.
It's not tank quality, but
I'll go ahead and tell you, I enjoyed.
There was enough furthering the plot and characters. A 9's good.
So far, now I don't know how people will react to this. I don't know how you'll react to me saying this, but
there's no telling.
I've enjoyed the first 3 episodes of WandaVision more than I've enjoyed the first 3 episodes of Falcon and Winter Soldier.
I don't know.
I'm thinking.
Here's the thing: the first 2 episodes of this was really, really good. Really good. This episode's just kind of lackluster.
Yeah, I'm almost hoping that this is like a build-up.
If you compare the first 2 episodes of this one to the first 2 episodes of WandaVision,
so this one beat that one.
This one will beat it.
Yeah, because
the
WandaVision...
third episode, however, the third episode of WandaVision is better than the third episode of this.
Oh, the third episode of WandaVision was pure magic. This show's going to have to kind of pick it up, I think. And they very well may.
It will. They got to get through that kind of stuff to further the story.
Yeah, and like I'm giving.
You have to think these are movies.
Yeah.
That they're doing in episode form.
Yeah.
And this is just the slow part of the movie, and to watch the slow part of the movie by itself, you're just kind of like, meh.
It has the potential. Like, I trust Marvel. I do, and you never know. Once this season is over, we may go back and be like, holy crap, you know what? Now that it's over, episode 3 was actually really good now that you fit it into the grand scheme of things.
Right. Absolutely.
Yeah. So, anyway. Yeah.
All right. Let's wrap this.
All right. Well, we'll see y'all next week for episode 4, Falcon and the Winter Soldier. I'm Lonnie.
I'm Ambitious.
We are Untitled Nerd Network. We'll see y'all next time.